Hi guys, my name's Doug. Welcome to my messy garage. In today's video, we're going to be continuing to work on the Harbor Freight style blasting cabinet. We're going to work on the air system. Got this nice little regulator that I picked up at Harbor Freight, and we're going to install that on the front of the cabinet and plumb it into the Eastwood Company foot pedal. Follow along. Hopefully you get something from this. Thanks for watching. So this is the regulator we're going to use. Nice little unit. I don't know how good it is. It's just a cheap one from Harbor Freight. And in the package comes with a pressure gauge, PSI and bar, a couple of adapters, and a nice little metal bracket for mounting. The problem that we have is that I want to put it on the front face of the blasting cabinet, and the port for the pressure is on the wrong side for the inlet and outlet. So rather than having a spaghetti pot full of hoses switching sides, I'm going to pull this port out and put the gauge in there and put this plug on the back side. Somebody put some silicone on that. We'll mount the gauge here and put the plug in the back. Let me grab some pipe sealant or Teflon tape to seal all this up with, and I'll be right back. So I have here a choice of Teflon tape and pipe thread compound. Personally, I prefer pipe compound. It doesn't leave a stringy mess like the Teflon tape does. This is a little bit separated, however. I'm going to mix it up. Still a little runny. There we go. Now we got the real stuff. A little bit on the threads. Screw it in to seat it. And that should be good. And likewise. And that's kind of how I'm planning on mounting. Ideally, it would be nice to have 1/2 inch hose rather than 3/8 hose, but fortunately this does come with some nice little adapters. Wipe up the excess sealant compound, and let me put a wrench on those. There we go. As I suspected, somewhere in my collection of stuff I did have a couple of air fittings, and my thinking here is that I will put an air fitting on the inlet so I can just hook up my high pressure hose to it, and I will take from this and run it down, put the quick disconnect that fits onto the Eastwood Company pedal. That way I can disconnect the pedal from the air regulator without too much difficulty. One thing to consider in doing it this way is though that I will be chewing up airflow. Every connector that you install is going to have an impact on how much air you get out at the other end. And sandblasting does require a fair high volume of air. Using the method that I'm going to be using is not necessarily going to require a huge amount of pressure, but it will require air. The design of the cabinet, put a nice little screw here, or a nice little bolt that holds the leg in place just about at the right spot. It allows me to adjust it without having to bend way down or anything like that. What I'm going to do, since there's only one bolt being used right now, you can kind of see it around the corner there, I'm going to mark on the other side, Sharpie marker, drill a hole, and put another bolt in. So we've got our 5/32 drill bit, which is what we've used in the last couple of holes that we've drilled. Just happens to be what's in the drill, so we'll use it. And then we'll drill it out to 1/4 inch. Hopefully I've got some 1/4 inch fasteners in my bolt bin that I can use to hold this on. Managed to find something. I think I'm going to put an extra washer on there because the thickness of the leg here is going to make the regulator sit crooked. If I put an extra washer and shim it out, it'll sit straight. Call it my OCD kicking in. Okay, I found a couple of 1/4 inch washers to put on here. One wasn't quite enough, needed a second one. So there we go. We'll connect up the air line, and something tells me the compressor is not charged up. Nope, breaker's off. We have some compressed air. Let me charge up the compressor and we'll get this kind of set up the way it's supposed to be. One more modification that I've always wanted to do to this cabinet is to get it up a little higher. I kind of have to reach down underneath to go into the gloves. So we've got this furniture dolly, but as you can see, we have a little problem. Let's see if this works. Nope, that's not doing it. General rule of thumb, get a bigger hammer. And there we go. That's just about the perfect height. All kidding aside, I'd like to thank my father for building this nice little platform for me. The dollies came off of the Harbor Freight furniture dolly. That's about the cheapest way to buy 4 dollies if you're in the market and you have access to a Harbor Freight. Believe it or not, it is cheaper to buy one of their furniture moving dollies than it is to buy 4 similar dollies off the shelf at Harbor Freight. That's a little trick that I've picked up watching Harbor Freight YouTube videos. Anyways, that's it for now. I'm going to call this video here, and thanks a lot for watching. Hopefully you got something from this. Still have a couple more mods that we need to do. We'll see you in another couple of weeks. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you have, please remember to like, subscribe, and comment. For more great content from Doug's Messy Garage, click on one of the videos that YouTube thinks you'll enjoy. Thanks for watching.